Okay, now we're heading over to my favorite little spot. It's called Madison's in St. Therese. It's one of the places I usually go to for little stuff that I need to get, like electronic parts. And it's one that I figure that I need to go to take a look at because I need a new little cable that I'm going to be picking up. It's a coaxial cable, something that's more or less standard for cable modems and cable itself in general for places like for your how can I say, for your TV. So I needed to pick up one over here, and I know they're really dirt cheap. So let's take a quick look in here and take a look and see what they have. And here they are. One of the places I usually go to. So let's take a look in. Just in case you're wondering why I'm going to this particular place called Madison Electronics, I've been dealing with their parent company for the longest time since high school. This was actually introduced from one of my friends, or a friend that I knew as a professor at high school level, and I got to know him very well. And he actually introduced me to Addison, which is the parent company of Madison. So when I got into that, they're looking for parts, motor, little specialty parts and motors and all that. I usually went down there until I found out they had actually open up a couple of stores in the surrounding areas, like in Laval and St. Therese as an example. I go to this one here specifically because that's close by, instead of me heading down to Montreal and spending oodles of gas. Here it takes me about 5 minutes to come to this place specifically. And what I'm looking to get in here, and I'll show you it afterwards once I get it purchased, it's a coaxial cable. It's a cable that you can use for TVs, and it's also used in for hooking up your cable modems that you get from your local ISP who's running cable to the house instead of the regular DSL cable, which is the telephone cable. Reason why is, as I've been announcing the last couple of days, that I've been having troubles connecting properly. I have a feeling it might be the cable itself, and purchasing a little cable like this is next to nothing almost. It's like a couple of dollars, so it's not so bad in regards to something like that. So this is why I'm going here to pick up one, because I have a feeling it might be the cable itself and not the splitter itself. If it is the splitter, for sure, I'm definitely going to call them in, because I know the splitter itself that gives you the one cable and puts it to two, so you have one for the TV and one for your cable modem. If it's that there, I know places like this, like Madison's and Addison's, they don't usually carry a bi-directional splitter, because that's something specific, and that's even more specific where they will actually get it directly from the manufacturer. So for something like that there, I'll leave it up to them, because I know they can deal with that instead of me trying to pick up another one here. But I'll still take a look in, just for curiosity's sake, to see how much a bi-directional splitter is, just for the curiosity's sake. But I'm still going to get in that one cable that I need, that I think may solve the problem. So bear with me, I'll be right back. Anyhow, so I'm back. So I finally got what I needed. Here's my cable. Got it. It's like $4.50, not so bad. I actually came out of there first time around today. It's like, oops, wrong cable. Went back in. Luckily the girl was nice enough. Yeah, exchanged it out. Got the proper one. Got one that was a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. At least now I can plug that in. I've also double checked with one of my guys that I know there. For the longest time, he actually worked elsewhere, and they do actually sell bi-directional splitters, because for the simple fact I may need one if it's not the cable itself. But at any rate, they say they have plenty of those around, and 3 of those guys there, including my friend Hugo, good guy, nice talking to him, love to speak with him all the time whenever I come over here to pick up my stuff that I need. So anyhow, they told me that they have plenty of that in stock, and they'll show me which one to actually pick up, because they also are with Videotron as well for their internet as well. So this is not much of a problem to be able to solve this myself and be able to get it worked out. At least now I don't have to get the guys from my service provider to come down and take a look at it. This will be actually resolved by me, so I don't have to worry so much in regards to that. So I'm going to go back home, get that done, get the cable put in, take a look at it, get it up and running. Hopefully it'll solve everything. I'm just hoping it's just the cable itself and not the splitter. But the splitter could be also the problem, because that's the last one that would be actually replaced. So for the time being, let's go with what we have and have some fun. Anyhow, so I got back home nice and safe, and I installed the new cabling. It took me all of about 40 seconds, if that. So far, so good. Knock on wood. Everything is working fine as it should. No disconnections, no nothing yet. Going to use it for the next 24 to 48 hours. See how everything goes, and if everything's going well, then I know it was actually the cabling itself. It's either the bracket where you screw it into the splitter, or into the modem itself that was probably causing the problem, and I was getting those frequent disconnects. So with that being said, buying a $4.50 cable seemed to have done the trick. So this one here is a little bit better quality, and also the connectors are a lot more sturdier. So this is something that they would have used in preparing more high quality equipment. So it's a good thing I went down. It took me a few moments and spoke with some good friends down over there at Madison. So far so good. Let's hope this works out and I don't have to go get a splitter. So with this being said, for a Friday afternoon, it's been kind of good productive on it. So with that being said, I'm going to still continue on and finish off this vlogging for the rest of the day. See what's going to happen, and I'll bring you my final thoughts at the end of the vlog today. So see you soon. Well, good afternoon or good evening, folks. It's that time again for Friday. Thank God it's Friday. After all this trouble over the last maybe a couple of weeks, the times I've been having problems staying connected, it came down to a simple little cable wire leading from the splitter to my modem. A little $4.50 or $4.99 plus taxes was the cause of all these problems. Now, not to get angry at the techs, but something like this should have been mentioned in a way that something like that can be easily prevented without getting them on and getting some of the techs on the phone into a little conniption. I am usually one of these guys who troubleshoots the snot, and I mean troubleshoot the snot of everything. Checking, is it my modem? Is it my router? Is it the connection from the modem to the router? Is it this? Is it that? A myriad that looks like a list like a mile long of just checking, check. And it's like I can almost do this mentally in my head. Now, not to blame the technical support, because I know I've been there myself. And each house is different from the others, so I do know for a fact that they cannot see what I see, and it would be hard to show them over the phone or try to describe it over the phone. So I understand their point of view too. As for the point of trying to send out a tech, I can understand sending out a tech if it was that much of a major problem. What the rep didn't say or had asked if there was any cables that were changed. So the original cable that I had is close to 14 years old. So this was a cable that I had originally going back a number of years, which was never changed. So I changed it, got a nice little better motor, better cable as you had seen earlier on, the one that I picked up for $4.50 or $4.99. Took it in, went downstairs. Took me all of 40 seconds to disconnect it from the modem, put the new one in, let the other one go, let the old cable go, fish it out, put the new one, and just retrace it closest to the splitter, so that way it's not impeding anywhere else. Because I got a feeling sometimes with different cables, especially if they're intertwined, the signal tends to go a little wonky. You know, it's like changing radio stations there. You know, you have sometimes two stations so close and they're about the same strength level, so you get a little crossover, which may have happened, which is a possibility. At any rate, I put the new one in, tied it up to the splitter itself, and so far no problems. Just knock on wood. Well, in this case I can't knock on wood, there's no wood in here, but knock on wood, it's been working fantastic. So I had a feeling that it may have been the cable itself. Where within the cable, that's another story. I don't have any test equipment to actually test that out. If I did, I probably might be at either where you screw the connector into the modem or into the splitter itself. It may be at either end there, or there might have been a break somewhere along the line, a very minute break within the shielding. So that could have also caused a problem on it, and that was also intermittent, causing it to be able to receive but not able to send out at any point. It is done, it's been corrected, it's working. No other problems have occurred since then, and that was around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it's working perfectly fine. So I'm going to run it a couple more days. I'm going to run it a couple more days as is, and run it full length. So I'm going to try to upload my usual vlogs as I've been doing for the last 2 months, and really give it a go. See, to give it a real shakedown to see what's happening. Because right now I think I've found the problem. It was just a simple cable that needed to be exchanged out. So something like that. I wish technical support on most ISP providers would suggest something like that, because it makes it a lot easier. Just for the simple fact that it's a $3 cable, $4 cable, and most places, I do understand as well, most people out there who are not technically inclined, they'll probably just go over to Walmart or Best Buy, or sometimes these big box stores, and get cable that way. But sometimes the cable is also overpriced, and I've noticed that too. So I mean, I'm lucky enough that I'm in the field of computers or the field of computers and electronics, so I know where to go to these stores that deal strictly with that, and they are what's the word I'm looking for? They're more technically inclined to understand other technicians, because they're technicians as well, and they also make some of the stuff in-house. So what makes it easier that way is that you can talk one-on-one with a technician, and then they understand where you're coming from, because they also know what you're talking about. And that made it a lot easier. So it's like, okay, this, yep. And like I had said, I had my one of those sales reps that I knew from another store by the name of Hugo. He's a nice guy, and I don't know if he's single. Girls, don't ask me. I'm not going to start asking about it, because I know somebody might ask. No, I'm not going to be a Cupid here. So anybody's going to ask, I am not doing that. Ask me a geeky question, I'll give you a geeky answer. Basic geeky stuff, especially for people who don't know geeky stuff. So there. At that point, it worked, so I have no complaints. And also, I was there to take a look at for an external backup. Found out that they do have some external hard drives. No, not external hard drives that you can put into external cases. And the one that they had available was a 3 terabyte for $160. It's like, ouch. So that I'm not going to get yet at all. Not yet, not until the prices go down. If I do get a 3 terabyte, it's going to be split to 1.5 each, or 2 and 1, or see if I can get a 4 gigabyte and split that into 2 terabytes each. So that might be a solution there. So at any rate, Friday's done and over with. It's a Friday night. Let's go home, and I'd like to wish everybody to have a great Friday wherever you are. If it's not a Friday and it's a Saturday in your time zone, have a great Saturday or Friday, whichever one it is, at your place of residence. And please, if you're viewing this in Facebook, please do not put a check mark in Facebook. Click on the little box down below on the right hand corner there. My left hand, which is your right hand. Expand that up. It'll bring you over to YouTube itself. Click on the like. If you have an account with Google or Gmail, I should say, gmail.com, log into your gmail.com, come back to my page here, click on the like, click on the word subscribe, and please put some notes. Just something basic saying, hey, Carl, I'm here. It's me from da-da-da-da. Please put something in there. I'll definitely welcome you into the group. There's no harm done, and plus, you'll get notifications of when I do put my videos up. Makes it a lot easier for me instead of posting it there and then going back to Facebook, posting it there to get you to come over to my Yahoo page, or not my Yahoo page, my YouTube page, which I have created some content, my daily content on my life, and also reviews of older stuff. So I'm planning to do some more newer stuff, hopefully soon, and some interesting stuff too, along the lines. And baby, I hope to see you soon online. I miss you very much, baby. Come on, I gotta see you, man. I miss you so much. Anyhow, enough is enough. That's enough flirting with my fiance. See you guys later. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. Let's keep on going. As they say, let's keep on trucking. Till next time, folks. Have a great day. Have a great evening in your time zone. Have a fantastic day. Take care. And here we go on the way back home. Just coming up on my street. Don't do this, what I just did, okay? Especially in driving, use both hands and not have a camera in the other hand, okay, folks? That's bad driving. Use two hands, not one. See you guys tomorrow.